Hey there, it's Anonymous T, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, any positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking about Drake's midlife crisis. He's dragging Joe Budden for Joe Budden's backhanded compliments about Drake's new album, and pretty much was saying what a lot of people are saying, right? That you're in your late 30s and you're still rapping about the same things that you rapped about when you first came out on your mixtape, right? And trying to date people, you know, that are younger, and trying to be with the young crowd and trying to follow like the current rap trends instead of like sticking to your craft, right? Right message, wrong messenger, you guys. And a whole separate thing of the shots that Drake continues to take at Rihanna that is completely unprovoked, completely unnecessary. She is a mother of two, like, sit down, right? And Drake decided that he was going to let have and leave a dissertation of a comment on at Joe Budden, basically saying he's failed at music, that he left it all behind to do this, which is referring to his podcast career, you know, and basically saying that if he wasn't a podcaster, like, that wouldn't be paying his bills or whatever else. And then basically said, for anybody that's watching this, that's an artist, watching a failure give their opinion on this idea for a recipe success, a quitter, give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because things that pop in your brain, and you were broke living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows. Like, it was just a read. It was a read and it was a drag. But here's the thing. It says more about Drake than it does Joe Budden. That if you are an A-lister and you have all of this to say, that it hit a nerve. It hit a nerve, and there was something that struck with Drake that he did not like, that he felt a certain way, right? And then at the end, of course, he's doing what everybody does, you know, that wants to let everybody know that they're rich, right? And that's brag about all the stuff that they have, right? Brag about their mansions, their cars, all of the things, right? But here's the thing. Joe Budden wasn't wrong in what he said, right? On how, you know, some of the trendy stuff is just, you're trying to sound like, you know, 21 Savage and all these young up-and-coming rappers instead of yourself. Like, you're almost 40 and you're not rapping about grown man things. He even compared it to J. Cole, how J. Cole, when he first came out, how he was all talking about, you know, what he was doing back then, and then once he grew up and everything else, now he's on his grown man stuff and rapping about grown man stuff. But Drake has not, you know, he has a decent catalog, a decent discography, but there are times on these random albums where I just feel like it's a waste of time to listen. And I feel like there's no growth, right? There's no growth. There's no maturity. 1 minute you're trying to sound Jamaican you're trying to be like with the Afro beats crowd. Next minute you're trying to be with like the singing, rapping crowd. Like you're all over the place instead of, you know, doing what works, right? And yes, your diehard fans are going to support you no matter what, because that's what stans do, right? But if people actually take a step back and actually listen to some of these songs compared to Drake's earlier work, they will agree with what Joe Budden is saying. They will agree that what Drake is putting out now is not better than Thank Me Later. That what Drake is putting out now is not better than the Take Care album. It's not better than Nothing Was the Same. It's not better than If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. It's not better than Views, you guys. Like, do we have to like go through the entire discography? Even some of his earlier mixtapes are better than the stuff that he's putting out now. So Joe Budden was not wrong in what he said. Right message, wrong messenger, right? Because it's easy to attack Joe Budden, and it's easy to come for his rap career in comparison when you're Drake, right? But again, Drake, it struck a nerve, right? It struck a nerve for you to write that dissertation and drag Joe Budden like that, right? And instead of that, you should have took some introspective and thought about some of the things that Joe Budden actually was saying and think, maybe my raps are getting stale. Maybe I need to stop rapping about the same things. Maybe I need to stop trying to pull all of these 20-year-olds because I'm still pressed and in my feelings that I did not start a family with Rihanna, even though it was my fault that things did not work out with Rihanna. Make it make sense, you guys. But again, I think, just putting out albums and all this stuff with 21 Savage and trying to, team up with all the young and up and coming rappers and everything else, trying to stay relevant when if you are a billionaire and you are an A-lister, you should be the one innovating. You should be the one coming out with your own new sound and your own new direction instead of following what everybody else is doing for a hit, for a #1 record. It's quick money, yeah. But when we reflect back on your rap career, when we reflect back on the actual albums that made noise, on the albums that actually had an impact, some of these recent ones are not going to make the cut. Because Drake used to be a rapper, an artist that you could listen to every single song on his album all the way through. You could listen to all of his earlier mixtapes all the way through, no skips, you guys. Now all of a sudden, you have to scan through the track to figure out, okay, am I going to like this or not? Is this beat okay or not? What is he rapping about? Oh, he's dissing Rihanna in this one? Okay, skip. like that's what it is now, right? Instead of actually trying to enjoy Drake's music. Now all of a sudden we're seeing who he's throwing shots at and who he's throwing subs at and then trying to sound like the latest rapper, right? Of course we know now is just nothing but mumbles. Like mumbles and beats is what rap has come to now, right? So there's that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.